Yeah. Okay. We'll just start right here. How's that?
Awesome.
We're here.
Somehow it's made.
So we're here.
Shit.
What video is this one? What is this? What do we got? This is, I think, just molten steel. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're watching here for
okay.
people listening. We're live, or not live, but we're on. Let's just pretend like we're on here. Okay. So they're using molten lava, and then they're grilling steaks on the top of the shit. This might be the most expensive way to kick up the grill.
Undoubtedly.
Oh
Hopefully,
my
it doesn't
God,
taint the
it's going
meat.
to start on fire.
Dude.
Oh,
yeah,
it's called fire. That makes sense. Anyway,
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
my name. I brought them here. They're here. Yeah. My guest today is Donovan Wilder. Hello, Donovan.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you just go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit?
Like you said, my name is Donovan Wilder. It's a crazy name, I know.
I thought your last name was Windsor for the longest time.
Windsor. That would be
Like a Windsor
extravagant.
tie or some shit. Yeah.
The whiskey. The infamous
Oh
whiskey.
yeah. My dumbass. I'm talking about ties.
But, yeah, no, I'm a resident of the happy, wonderful North Minneapolis.
Yes.
Slash Minneapolis. Slash
Beautiful area.
Robbinsdale. Across the street, you're in a different place. It's pretty chill. Lived here for 3 years.
Where are you from?
Lake of the Woods.
Oh, at least Jesus.
Way,
it's a nice
way
area.
up, tip-top Minnesota.
That's almost Canada.
Basically Canada, yeah. It's a barren wasteland, Arctic tundra.
What brought you down here?
Money.
Yeah, that's pretty much what brought me here too.
Yeah, I mean, we have a grocery store there, a McDonald's, various gas stations, and if you went to school for pharmaceutical anything or other, there's a good old pharmaceutical plant up there.
A pharmaceutical plant?
Yeah,
Like where they make
it's
the drugs and shit?
Yeah, manufacturing. I mean, that's...
How many of those fuckers do you think stole drugs on the job?
From what I hear, it's pretty Loctite there.
Is it?
My uncle actually
Yeah.
is like one of the head up dudes there.
Is it like opium and shit?
Yeah, they get like raw bricks of uncut opium, and they make like various
Holy
pain
shit.
meds and shit. My uncle's told me all about this.
That shit has got to be just documented.
Dude,
Especially
yeah.
after
I'm surprised
recently.
no one's like broken into that place and
Just,
that's like a heist waiting to happen. You know,
Where? Yeah, let's not. Yeah, where is this again?
by Canada.
Yeah.
It's up by Canada.
All the Canadians are going to come down and take our opioids
Yeah, right.
for as much as they want those.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy building. I didn't know much about it until later, but like there's 2 buildings. They're probably like a mile apart. You know, it's a very small town. The whole town is like 2 miles, but these buildings are like a mile apart. They're connected by like an underground tunnel, which I found out later as well. Like it's crazy. Like I've only been in the main building a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. But the other one out of town, that's like the hormone plant. That's where they get all the good stuff.
That's where they get the expensive shit.
The bricks. They get the bricks.
Think that does that come straight from Afghanistan, or where do they get that in from?
That I don't know.
Mexico, they hit up Pablo. They're just like, hey.
The CIA, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, it's funny you say that. Did you see that video of that? There's like a local narcotics officer who called out the head of the CIA for drug dealing across the country.
No, I did not. I'm surprised I didn't hear about that, actually.
My God. Let me pull this video up because you're going to shit your pants. And I don't know if I'm allowed to play it or not, but if I get pulled off YouTube, fuck them. They aren't paying me anyway. YouTube doesn't pay me, those fucks.
Yeah, right.
You have to have 1,000 subscribers now to get paid on YouTube. So,
yeah, I've heard.
They monetized my account, and then they demonetized my account. So, like, I made, like, $3, and then they were like, hey, nope.
That's whack.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, hey,
you got such a dumb deposit of, like, $275 because it took a quarter for processing. Yeah. It's like, Jesus.
It's like, yeah, you can use our platform to make money, but also we're going to take it all.
Calling.
Fill it full of advertisements and... Yeah, the CIA, it's pretty well known. I mean, if you, like, look into it, they've been doing this shit for decades.
I'm trying to find it right now.
They are the biggest drug dealers.
Well, it's crazy because, I mean, I'm working trying to get someone who was used to be in the CIA on this fucking podcast, but he's so skeptical of coming on right now.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't want to. There's just a
no
lot
names, no nothing?
Not right now at the moment, just because, but he's just afraid of just the severe backlash that everyone gets for just opening them. It's like we live in the fucking Soviet Union. These guys try to talk, and it's like, yeah, fucking arrest them, jail.
For real.
Oh my god.
Traitor.
Well, like, it's funny growing up, like, seeing all these things that the Soviets did, like, making people disappear and telling them that their family, that they killed themselves and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that ring any bells? Where have I seen this?
Yeah, we're definitely following in some steps. That
oh, man. I'm trying to...
We claim that we're not, but we definitely are.
Oh, definitely. We're under martial law, and we're not even... No one wants to talk about it.
The Republic Dictatorship of America.
Dude, I'm really hoping all this shit settles down here soon, because I'm getting kind of annoyed with...
my
toes are getting bruised. Stepping on my toes too much. The impeachment shit. Have you ever noticed that this impeachment is... First of all, here's my opinion on the impeachment. I fucking don't like Donald Trump, just for the start of it.
No,
it's
I'm
not because
not a big fan.
I don't like him. I don't like Pelosi. I don't like any of those cunts. I don't like them. They're all just shitty humans.
They're all banking off
So
the
for
same,
what I'm seeing, all 6 of the drafters
tea.
for the articles of impeachment, the 6 people who wrote it, 3 from New York, 3 from California.
That makes sense.
Okay, so what? 2 states just get to decide? What is that? Is that how this goes?
They have a significant amount of people, but still, it's not something.
They have a significant amount of people, and within the House, like the Democrats decide it's Democratic control. So it's basically just one party decides, hey, we're all just gonna do this. It's like, of course. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's done some dumb shit, but not to be that guy. But you're grasping at straws here. In 2016, they did the same thing for Russia, and they kept saying, possibly impeach him after this.
Don't you think it would have happened by now?
That's what they did. They kept
his term's
saying
almost
that.
over. Just let him.
And not to be that guy, but with Russia, it's like, wouldn't Russia more like Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump? Because Trump has put more sanctions on Russia than any other president in the history of the United States has. Even like during the Cold War, we have sanctions out the ass on their economics right now. And it's like, Trump's a puppet for Putin. Really? Because that would suck for Putin to have his country get hurt like this and stop it. He's just a moron. He's not a puppet for Putin. He's just a fucking idiot.
He's too stupid to do anything.
He's just an idiot. Like, he goes out in public and, we already got the oil in Saudi Arabia. We can just get the fuck out of it. It's like, wait, what do you...
Or maybe he is stupid enough to where... he's
he's manipulable. He is. He's very manipulable. And, I mean, like those off the cuff talks that he does walking to the helicopter. He'll just like be walking out and the reporters like, "I heard you're a bitch," and he's just like, and he'll just like say a bunch of shit.
The least bitchy person ever.
Actually, if you ask anybody, I
barely
bitch, barely bitch. It's like, for the impeachment side
of it, my hands are huge.
It's like, what do you... Of course they're going to try to get rid of him. They don't like him. They haven't liked him.
But are they going to do that for everyone?
That's pretty much what... And everyone for the impeachment... Would you think President Pence is a good idea?
Absolutely.
That fucking guy hates gay people more than anyone that I've ever seen get elected to public office. That guy hates gay people. Like, J. Edgar Hoover hates gay people. And... all these people on the left side are like, yes, impeachment. It's like, do you think the vice president's going with them?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wasn't he open about like conversion therapy?
Yes, he was open. That going to God and talking about your gayness will get you straight
zapping the gay out of you.
Yeah, there's all sorts of. Well, he thought there was one other thing that he thought about. It involved going to some camp and these kids would like get straight after going to a gay camp. It's like. Gonna be honest with you, man. Gonna be honest with you. You send a bunch of gay teenagers to a camp together. They're all fucking each other there.
Yeah, more than likely.
Like that's what's going on.
You think
you
don't
have
to
to
sneak out and have their little.
It's like that's why you can't send guys and girl teenagers together places because that's what they do. They fuck. Now you have to. Oh well, they're all guys. Yeah, but they're gay. It's what they're gonna do. Like, God. Anyway, I think it's stupid because you go to the Senate and they're never gonna fucking. The Senate's not going to remove the president. It's a Republican-controlled Senate. So now you've just caused a giant impeachment stir. You lost your credibility because you drafted 2 really shitty articles.
Wasted 4 years.
Well, these 4 years. Imagine if they would have spent this much effort in like literally trying to do anything other than fuck the president over. Like, I don't like him either, but he's our president. All right, I've had pilots that I've had to fly with it. I don't like him, but we're flying that plane, and I sure as fuck hope that he doesn't crash the son of a bitch because I'm in it.
Yeah,
you know,
just let him do his time.
It's like, what do we got? What do we got? 1 year? You got 1 fucking year.
We made it this far, I think.
And like we can only look up. If you truly think about it, like. He's not really getting much done because we do already have checks and balances where like federal judges are like, nope, we're not allowing that. Stop it. Stop that. Stop this. Stop that. So even the things that he has been trying to do have all been like pretty much for the most part stopped, except for the stupid border wall. And even then, like $3 billion he's not getting anymore. The federal judge in Texas said that.
They started on it too. Like,
yeah, they already started it. $3.6 billion. A federal judge in Texas was like, no, you're not getting that. It's not happening. You're going to have to cancel your plans. So it's like all those years of arguing and bitching for what? What'd you get done?
Nothing.
Not a thing.
It's just a bunch of procrastinating.
Flint still got
they're
shit
all
water.
They're all getting their paychecks.
Well, it's like nothing's
They're all
happening. It's so stupid. Like the NAFTA deal is only went through because like literally this NAFTA deal has been on Nancy Pelosi's desk forever. She's never signed a fucking thing. Then she signs the impeachment, and then 2 minutes later comes out with this new deal. You're gonna sit here and tell me that wasn't a political idea?
I think it's like more of a publicity stunt.
Yeah,
almost.
she held the great
going,
thing. Yeah,
can,
she held. Oh, look at this cool thing I've done. Also, I've already I've impeached him, and now I'm being awesome. Look at keep me. I have good ideas. Do what I'm doing. That's honestly what it seems like they're fucking doing.
They're definitely all loving the spotlight right now.
It's so stupid. It's such a waste of my fucking time and energy. We already know he's not going anywhere.
I just try not to watch the news anymore.
Well, I don't watch the news, but it's everywhere because it's so hard to avoid the shit these days. It's like.
That's all it is too. It's just
everything,
like,
man. Fucking everything. It's stress. It's stressing everyone out. Fucking everyone's like, just shut the fuck
Keeping
up.
everyone on edge.
Dude,
who do you think is going to be the Democratic primary?
It's going to be Bernie.
Honestly, yeah, I'd.
If it's not Bernie, then they just pulled another 16 Hillary Clinton thing again, where they just rigged this fucking primary.
If that's the case, then we're getting
Bernie already.
Trump.
Well, okay, here's what I was getting at with the impeachment thing, though, because the impeachment's not going to work. So what'd you do? You just pissed off a lot of people, man. And I just need everyone to understand this. Like, Trump's voters will be at the polls at November. They will be there, and now that you're doing all this extra shit, and you keep slinging shit and calling them racist, and you're a racist, blah, 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 you keep calling them that shit, they're going to go to the polls more and more and more, because they're tired of your bullshit, man.
Just
I had some fucking kid that I went to high school with, Nick Martini. This fucking kid he's like, I need you to read some political ideas before you just come out here and yap on Facebook about your silly ideas. It's like,
and you have
you have the because he went to the fucking University of Minnesota here, so he's got his head so far up his ass he can't even breathe straight. Yeah. He's like, I basically know what I'm talking about here. Okay, I will have you know, from age 18 to 22, I was in the University of Minnesota band. Okay, I know. Just shut the fuck up.
Political science, right?
No, it doesn't even fucking matter. No, if you think that because you've gone to a school and you learned about your political idea from someone else, you're learning information from that dude. You're taking his ideas, and it's what he thinks. And we all know there's a liberal bias in the colleges. If you don't think there's a liberal bias in the colleges, you're just not paying attention. You have your head in the sand. You have your fucking head in the sand if that's truly what you think. That's a dumb-ass thing to think.
And I'm not even conservative. Like, I'm not liberal or conservative. I'm
dude, so far in this
right
little...
there, just, like, watching both sides fucking burn.
What has it been, like, 10 minutes, and we've already shit on, like, both sides heavily. I think it's pretty clear that we just hate... I just don't like people who take advantage of other people, and that's what they're doing.
That's what we need.
I don't even know if we need anarchy as much as we just need... Okay, first of all, these term limits that Ted Cruz introduced. Great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. They need term limits for every form of anything that they're doing. Like, how long has Pelosi been in? Like, she's like 30 years?
More, dude, okay, so it goes deeper than that, because the Pelosi family is a political family from its roots at the state level.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, okay, Nancy Pelosi's salary is $400,000 a year. She's worth $100 million right now.
That's ridiculous.
Where did that money come from? $100 million? Okay, let's just say that, like, in $450,000, she only started getting that when she became speaker. Before that, it was only $175,000 a year as a senator or as a representative. So, like, where the fuck are you talking? Where's this $100 million? And she's had, remember that reporter?
Money, yeah.
Well, because a reporter jumped her fence that one time and, like, camped out in her front yard.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, because she was like, because Pelosi was like, walls are immoral, and so this fucking reporter went and like jumped her wall and slept in her yard and was like, "Oh, you don't like it when there's like what? You don't like that? That's weird.
This is what you wanted.
That's weird. You just said walls are bad. We all just need to be able to roam. Why can't I be in your yard then? Like, if you like seriously, like, people take such black and white. Oh, we need open borders. Everyone can roam, or it's no, lock it down. No one's coming in. Like, why does it have to be this or that?
Yeah, there's a gray area in there somewhere that could work, but it's, like you said, it's so far on either side, black and white. Like, people can't meet in that gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's also, like, the open borders thing, too. Like, do you want these people to come and just, like, stay in your house with you? Are you going to open your doors to them, or do you want to
because Americans Americans are so oblivious to the world. They have absolutely no fucking idea what's out there. They don't. Unless you've gone somewhere else and seen the shit. Like, go to Germany quick, check it out. The place is fucking mutiny. There's shit, like, you won't see it in the media, but, like, France, every place has got, like, just jihadi shit going on. People are cutting off heads in the streets and shit, literally going on in Europe. And this is the way. This is the way. This is not the way. Fuck off. This is not the way. Anyway, speaking of the way, we can go to cartoony world.
Cartoon world. Politics cartoons, I like it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we just change it
Cartoons to Star Wars. How about that?
Fuck, I had that.
I
had that dab pen. Where'd I put that? Rip some derbs. Yeah, everyone knows I'm a stoner on this podcast too. It's
absolutely fine.
Dude, I'm working on getting
cut back a lot.
I'm working on getting sponsored by a weed company again.
Really?
Yep, I already had one first bid. They sent me something, but then that ended. And now I'm working on another one. And like, it'd be like more, they just keep sending new stuff every month, and now we just talk about whatever it is during the show,
like
too.
Like sending you,
like, this is this strain, try that out.
Hey.
Like, yeah, talk about that in your show. Okay, I already do that. I just don't have, like, that's
this is
already what I do.
Where is that? I'm gonna find that. Yeah, Duluth actually just announced that they're opening their first medical marijuana dispensary. Duluth? Yeah. I mean, medical's been legal here for a few years, 5 years now or something like that. But it's only been an extract. You know, you get like a pen, like a pre-filled pen or something like that.
Well, I have my Minnesota card. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh man, go to Duluth and get some.
It's expensive.
Medical grade fire.
It's
it's probably in
places. A fucking gram of wax was $70. 70. I was like,
I mean, it is really high quality, but
it is. But did you know, like, because you're not allowed. The rules of Minnesota is you can only have it in the concentrated form. You can't have flour.
Yeah. Well, that's what this whole new thing that's
what?
With Duluth and stuff. It legitimately is like a
how
like
ass
a flower,
backwards is that though? Like, you can't have this stuff here 10%. Nope, can't have that. Only 90% potency allowed in this fucking state. Like, wait,
it's really contradictory.
It's such a stupid idea. It makes no sense.
Well, and then the buds are decriminalized. You get like a slap on the wrist for having that.
$100.
If you're some regular schmo with a fucking dab pen, like, that's a felony.
Really?
But that's all they offer for medical? Like, what's going on?
That's a felony for
It's a felony, yeah.
Jesus.
Each cart that you have is a felony, pretty much.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's so dumb. We live in a time, like, literally, the entire majority of the American Republic is like, you know what we should do? We should not have weed illegal. And everyone's like, fuck you, we're going to arrest you anyway.
But the prison system.
Dude, in New York City, there is a place where there's wild psilocybin mushrooms growing in Central Park. They're just growing there.
In New York?
Yeah.
Damn.
And listen, it's a plant, so they're going to grow out of the ground.
Yeah, it's a
like
fungus
plants do. That shit happens.
All it takes is a single little spore.
I don't understand, like, this whole concept that humans should be able to control what other humans pick off. Fuck you.
If this crackhead wants to go smoke rocks all day, fucking let him.
I don't understand.
If
like,
he dies, natural selection.
You can't be called the land of the free, but also have someone tell you what you can and can't do, even with your own body. Like, you are not more sovereign. You are not fucking free. Shut up.
No.
You land of the free. You go to Somalia. You don't like it. It's like, dude, no. I don't have to go to Somalia because I don't like this. Yeah. It's just I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah.
I can't pick a mushroom off the ground, or else you're gonna put me in a cage.
Loose shackles. We're born in loose shackles.
Well, it's like people are born. They didn't ask for that. You can't just require everyone to just do what you want them to do because they popped out of a pussy here. Fuck off.
Well, I mean, America's just as big business too. I mean, they're all about money, but it's like,
GDP
dude, you
runs the
legalize drugs, tax the shit out of them, like fucking billions of dollars to be just like raked in.
Well, like Denver. I mean, shit. Look at Denver. They decriminalized shrooms even.
Yeah,
And they're going to
that was
fully.
this summer, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're moving to fully legalize it and sell it as like they're just doing what they did with
Dude,
weed.
it's medicine.
They're just
For
doing.
some people, it's medicine.
Remember
For
back
some,
I was in high school when they legalized weed in Colorado, and everyone was like, "Fucking stoners in Colorado, fuck." And then like a year later, their schools were like fucking gold and like new buses,
free
and
transportation.
it was
everywhere.
beautiful, and everyone was like, "Wait, hey,
There
this
is
a good
paradise
idea,
right there, and it does grow on trees.
It's amazing. Like, how can a city like Denver just be like, you know what, fuck all you guys, we're not doing that. And the feds are like, whoa, better not. or what? You're gonna fucking
We're
send
gonna
it?
do it.
Well, like if the feds came in to like fuck people up over weed and mushrooms these days, it's like you've got nothing better to do right now.
Yeah, back when that started too, there was like the government, the FBI would like raid.
Yeah,
these
the
dispensaries
DEA
and
came
they just
in.
take all their money.
Yep.
All their plans.
Yep.
Fucking
And then with the
goddamn.
money, they would turn around and buy armored vehicles for the police.
right.
Literally armored
More
vehicles.
bulletproof vests than ARs.
Hey man, guns are violent and kill people.
But we deserve to have them too.
No, I agree. I'm lying. It's so funny to me when people are like, gun violence is bad. We can't have. Well, then cops can't have guns either because they're killing a lot of people too, right?
They should
Well-
resort to the tasers.
Well,
before the
cops should have guns because they need to be safe. It's like, how come I can't fucking be safe? How come? Well, you can call them. Oh, really? So if I'm walking on the street, some dude just runs up to me with a knife and mugs the shit out of me. I have time to call. Hey man, I don't have my gun on me. I'm being mugged right now. I need you to get down here. And then they're just gonna roll up and help. Like, shut the fuck up.
It's like, dude,
such-
response time here is not that fast.
Like, you ever been to an inner city area? Like,
Yeah.
a gun-free area is the most privileged idea I have ever heard of in my life. Like,
Chicago.
If you feel that you don't need a gun to be safe, you are living it good right now. That's like the most safe human history has ever been.
Yeah, Chicago's got like some of the most strictest gun laws in the country.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look at the gun violence per capita; it's like through the roof. It's insane.
well, you can just get them from other states. You can just get them from other states. And
Get them from your fucking uncle or
But
your
like
dad.
that, then what happens? We ban. Okay, let's just pretend that we ban them as a country. Then what? Then we're gonna get them from Mexico. If
be like Australia, and then
Well, it's
home
just
invasion rates are
the
going to
people who
blast through
want
the
it-
roof. And
people who want it are gonna get it. Remember
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
moonshine era?
oh yeah,
Alcohol was literally in the Constitution as you can't have it. Like they made an amendment to our Constitution to not have alcohol allowed, and that worked for about never. It didn't because the people up by the border of Canada were bringing it in from Canada because it was still legal up there. The people by Mexico were just brewing it in Mexico and falling it across with the Mormons because the Mormons would
No
come
one
back
ever
and
stopped
forth.
making it.
No one's.
Let's be real.
It's just all you do is you
Capone and
control.
all them guys fucking.
All
live
you're
a
doing
lot
is you're
off that
controlling who goes to prison and who doesn't. That's all you're doing. You're controlling the communities, and even
shit. They're
Nixon's.
just giving money to criminals when they
Remember
make
Nixon's
shit
aid
illegal.
when Nixon's aid came out? Like we knew we couldn't vilify black people and hippies. So if we could affiliate the blacks with cocaine and the hippies with marijuana, and we could vilify them both, we could destroy their communities and arrest their leaders. And then he literally says, "Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did." That's what he said.
Of course we. Did.
And that was in the 60s. And where are we at? 2019? Shit's still illegal? Are you like, at what point do we just like not listen anymore? Do we just start, fuck you, cop, I need you to put your hands behind your back. Fuck you, shoot me. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to kill me. Are you willing
they
to
will
kill
too.
me? Well, I know they will, but that's fine. Just let them start killing everyone. Let the riots start happening. Because you can only kill so many of us before like the 42 million people with guns come out and just go, hey, da, 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 da. I mean, there was that. Where is it right
Makes me
now?
want to move to Texas.
Dallas. Well, I don't know because Dallas right now there's a group that armed themselves and they have like 20 people surrounding this area with AR-15s to keep the cops away because they're trying to feed the homeless people and the cops are arresting them for feeding the homeless people because it's illegal.
Yeah,
So a
that's
bunch
so
of
whack.
dudes with guns showed up and were like, "Get the fuck out of here! Like you're not being a peace officer. You're arresting people for helping people. Fuck you. That's not your job, and you know it." Well, actually,
It's not protecting and serving.
Actually,
at all.
our job is to enforce the law. Actually, did you raise your right hand and say, "I will support and defend the Constitution unless lawmakers of today decide that the Constitution is null and void, and then they just decide what they want anyway"? Is that what
Yeah,
you're?
where in the Constitution does it say?
Does it?
You can't feed homeless people.
Oh, dude, it's right in there. All men except homeless
No wonder
people
why
are
Jesus
created
was
equal.
killed.
All men but homeless people were created equal.
Right.
Yep. If you were homeless, fuck you. Your neighbor could be homeless. You don't even know it. Oh, Jesus. Dude, how was, so you got all this Batman stuff in your room.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dope.
Funny thing about that, I just, like, bought a new set of armor. And I got it in the mail yesterday. I'm supposed to put this together. Yeah. Supposed to put it together by myself. And I just, like, opened this box and I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way. Like, I'm scared to cut this thing and, you know, devalue it, whatever. Sold it today. Like, it sold in an hour. I actually made like $500
Oh,
on
Jesus.
it. These things brand new are like $2,000. I got it for $900 on eBay. Like, this dude must have been hurting for money or something, but got a super good deal. And yeah, like I flipped it suit? In a fucking day. Yeah. Like from one of the video games, if you played
That's
like
crazy.
The Arkham games.
What got you into Batman like this?
Fuck, I don't know. It started as a boy. The animated series.
I don't know, man.
The animated series took me from day one.
Which animated series?
It's like the original like Batman animated series.
Batman with Robin and shit.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
There was one that I watched where like it was like a different Batman. He had like a skin tight suit and like he looked different. He was. I'm trying to think of what this one was called.
There's a Batman Beyond.
Yes.
Like the future.
Yes,
future,
that's the one.
That shit was cool.
I watched that one and I always felt like I was kind of being a traitor to like the Batman world. I'm like, this isn't really Batman.
I think it's like the same creators though.
Is it? Yeah.
I think it acts as like a sequel to the old animated series. Same voice actors too.
Is there supposed to be like a Batman universe of multiple Batmans as well, or
just like in the multiverse kind of, you know, infinite timelines and stuff. There's infinite different Batman. There's like this comic book and this animated movie, totally standalone, but it's like in this universe, it's like General Zod came to Earth instead of Superman, and then this other dude who isn't Bruce Wayne is Batman, but he's a vampire and stuff like that. So there's like literally infinite just ideas and things that are already out there.
Because there's like, isn't there, Netflix has something about Spider-Man's Spider-Verse or like a million different Spider-Mans.
Very similar thing. Marvel and DC,
What's is that kind of like just a 4GM, like just whatever, just a different type of different creator? Is it like West Coast, East Coast?
Like we're gonna make the same car, but we're gonna slap a different name on it.
All right, we're both making a car. They're both sedans, but this one's our Taurus. That one's your whatever the fuck Equinox or whatever. I don't fucking know.
No, yeah, infinite timelines, infinite universes, possibilities. They can do that with the movies too. They're just kind of scary. I mean, they're kind of doing it with Spider-Man right now. Like you said, they have that movie, which is, you know, totally different Peter Parker, and then the young kid Miles Morales, and then we've got the Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's like that's all going on at the same time. So like, why can't we have multiple live action movies with different people?
Has DC and Marvel come together yet? Has that been a thing?
Oh yeah, I actually have a book. I haven't read it yet, but it's like a DC Marvel crossover event thing. But I mean,
just a book. So they haven't had like movies out or anything.
No.
Well, what was? Do you know what the deal was with fucking Sony and Marvel when they had that battle over if Spider-Man was gonna have Uncle Ben get yeeted for the fourth goddamn time or not?
Yeah, Sony got the rights to Spider-Man like a really long time ago. So like that's where the first set of movies came in with like Tobey Maguire and such.
Oh.
And then they did the Amazing Spider-Man movies right around the time. That's like when Disney was buying Marvel and all that stuff, but Sony still had the rights to Spider-Man. And God, they did some partnership, whatever. They got a different Spider-Man yet again in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Civil War.
Yeah.
And then they did some standalone movies, and then they had some terms on the contract, something to do with the amount of money they were making and such merchandise. And with this new movie, I think Disney was trying to like completely get the rights back, and Sony's like, oh fuck you, you know, it's like $1 billion franchise in itself. So
yeah, it is, but at the same time, Jesus Christ, can't Marvel just? I understand that they got it a long time ago, but at some point, can Sony just be like, you know what, this is clearly it's like when you're playing Monopoly and you have like the only you have like Boardwalk and your buddy's got Parkway or what is the other one?
Park Place.
Park Place.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, come on, it's the set. Like, I need to have the set, and he was like, no. It's like, fuck, dude. I need the set. The game is only going to work if I have the full set. No.
I mean, I think they're both just being greedy. It's like,
it's the
why don't they just do a 50-50? Like 50-50 merchandise, 50-50 box office revenue.
Did
like,
you
just
fucking see what
split it down the middle.
General
Beat
Electric
an
announced
asshole.
today?
No.
General Electric is cutting their what is that shit called when you retire and you keep getting paid? Fuck.
Pension?
Pension. They're
Yeah.
cutting all their pensions.
What?
Yep. They literally, so they're saying
For
that
like current workers or people currently
future
collecting
workers,
it?
their current collecting is going to run out, and they're not offering to new employees because they said that they don't have enough money for it. Last year they posted their highest earnings in history,
Damn.
and they're cutting. Yeah, so it's like I don't.
Is that like I don't know if that's like the same as Social Security or if they like
No, so
split 'em
Social
up,
Security
whatever,
is going to be like just a federal-based government retirement
Yeah,
plan, which is
okay,
also
yeah.
running out. By the way, we're not going to have. We're never
Well,
getting that.
they've fucking lost trillions of dollars in Social Security over the last decade. Even.
I mean,
It's
how
like
did you see how
they're
much the
stealing
Pentagon
it for military spending? With it.
Do you know how much the Pentagon lost?
I don't even want to know.
Just take a wild guess. I'm going to look up the official number just to make sure.
$200 trillion.
That's that. Nah, you're way too far.
All right, 10 trillion. How about
So, like, our annual budget for the United States is around $7 trillion
that? For the whole U.S.
for the whole U.S. for 1 year. We spend about $10 trillion a year, even though our budget's $7 trillion, which makes a lot of sense.
Just digging ourselves a deep, deep hole.
21. Oh, it was actually more than I thought. $21 trillion from the Pentagon is missing. Like, as in gone. Like,
We don't know.
we have no idea. It's in the breeze, dude. It's gone. Like, you don't even know
glitch
if
in
you
the
got
system.
gas, dude. You don't even know, like, if you bought a couple airplanes here. We have no clue. 51% of it. So, like, let's just to make it into a sense that people can relate to. If you gave me $1 and you were like, all right, there's $1, I would immediately rip it in half and put, like, if I got it into quarters, I would throw 2 of the quarters away, and now I can only use 50 cents. That is what it is. They're literally just throwing half of it away all the time. And then those papers just came out saying that the Pentagon was lying this whole time about Afghanistan. Did you see that?
No, but I definitely knew that, yeah.
The Washington Post has been in a legal
Not
battle.
surprised.
Has been in a legal battle with the Pentagon for 5 years, trying to get these fucking papers, and the Pentagon just did not want to release them.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And, well, the more they kept saying, no, we don't want you to see these, the more people were like, what's in those motherfuckers, man? Like, come on. Like, if you would have just given it to them right off the bat, I bet you it wouldn't have been as big of a story.
Yeah.
But you
I mean,
fought them for
eventually
5
come out
years.
with the Freedom of Information
Well, that's how
Act
they
and
got it,
such,
was with
and-
the Freedom of Information Act.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And basically, they were lying to the American public about what's the progress being done. They were lying about the territories. They were lying about how we're going about they were lying about everything. Everything. Every fucking thing they were lying about. Okay. People need to be shot for this. They do. This is unbelievable.
hanged.
It's you took our fucking money. You killed a bunch of people that none of us have ever fucking met. And I
Lied
mean,
about it.
you lied your fucking asses off about it. I mean, remember Iraq?
They've done shadier things.
They've got weapons of mass destruction over there in Iraq, so we gotta get over there and
What, camels?
fucking find them. And then we go over there and they've got like a fucking Glock. Like, they've got a couple things here and there. Here's your fucking weapons of mass destruction, bro. And it's just like this random picture someone Googled and sent out on Facebook, and everyone's sharing it. See,
Like
there it
some
is.
missiles. Probably some missiles or something
Dude.
that we were firing off. And
If you
testing it.
here's what I don't understand, that like the American public forgets shit so quick. Like, do you know what Stuxnet is? Have you ever heard of Stuxnet?
No.
Stuxnet was an operation by the CIA, the NSA, and Israel to shut down the centrifuges of Iran's nuclear program, because Iran broke sanctions and they were just making nuclear fission when they weren't supposed to. So, like, you just general rule of thumb, like, a religious cult running a country shouldn't have nukes.
No.
You just shouldn't. Whether it's Islam, Christianity, fucking whatever, shouldn't have nukes if your compass is a guy as some dude in the sky none of us have ever met. Okay, like, fuck you. It's just, you can believe it if you want, but fuck you. You don't get nukes.
Yeah.
You don't. So, thus they made this program to like overspin the centrifuges, which are those things that spin the uranium to separate the 235 and the 234, because you can only use 235 to make nukes, and there's only like 2% of uranium comes in that form.
Damn.
So they got to spin the fuck out of it. Like, you ever gotten plasma donated and they spin the shit out of
like
it, separate it?
your blood and such,
yeah, so they're basically just getting that shit out of it. And the U.S. like basically sent over a virus basically to their computers, and it overspun them and it just blew them apart. So like we were able to shut down their entire nuclear program
with a virus
on the other end of the country, and you're gonna sit here and tell me we got to be in Afghanistan? Shut the fuck up!
No,
Shut the fuck
oil.
up!
It's all oil.
Shut the fuck.
Sitting on the biggest oil reserves in the world. It's like Iraq and Alaska or something like that.
Okay, like here's the chain of events. So it's like, all right, so the towers come down in 2001, and then President Bush, we need to go get terror. We need to fucking go find those people who bring down our buildings.
The terrorists.
We need to get these terrorists.
There for 8 years.
Okay. Number one, the terrorists were funded by Saudi Arabia living in Iran. So why the fuck did we go to Iraq? So we invade Iraq, and we're like, fuck Iraq. And then we're like, you know what? We need to go fuck up Syria. And then we go fuck up Syria. You know what? Afghanistan needs some freedom. And then we went over to Afghanistan. It's like, you guys don't even know where terror is, do you? If terror doesn't even have a fucking home address, maybe you shouldn't be fucking chasing them around. It's fucking...
And they're blowing shit up, and then like, oh, we better rebuild all this too.
It's a problem, and I get so much ridicule for talking like this. Like, oh, you fucking liberal fuck. It's like, I'm not a fucking liberal. I'm just talking from what,
I
like,
know what the fuck's going on.
I just want to know the truth, exactly. So the truth is, we have an 80% casualty rate with our drone strikes. 80%. So little Makwai, little Makwai's over there, and his dad gets blown up by a fucking drone. He's just out shoveling this fucking... I mean, shit. Think about the life that they have over there as it is. You're in an area run by tribes. There's no central government.
Totally third world.
It's... Dude, you're literally out there helping cows cross rivers and tilling up the yard. And then out of nowhere, your fucking dad just gets nuked into the fucking... Boom! Gone. Obliterated. You don't even see the drone because it's 35,000 feet in the air. It's a speck. You don't even know it's there, and it's miles away. How fast is that kid going to be radicalized?
Immediately.
Like for people who aren't getting... That's not true. That's not true. Dude, they took down our towers. How fast did we go invade motherfuckers? We didn't even know who it was. We just wanted to go fucking attack people. So these people do know who it is. They know we're up to this. Do you think they're going to like us? Hell no. This is not going to fucking fix the problem. So they're like, well, let's build...
No one likes Americans. People that aren't American that come here, they give you the stink eye.
It's like, well, let's build a road in Afghanistan if they have roads and infrastructure. So we build them this road, and now they don't have money to keep up the road, and the road goes to shit in a handbag. Some dude blew it up too because they didn't like American helping them. Well, it's like, dude, there you go. Like, this is so stupid. Just stop it. Just fucking stop it. Remember the Soviets gave her a rip back in the 80s? Soviets invaded in like 78, and then like they pulled out in 85, and they were like, this shit was a... They literally described it as a cockroach area, because you would step on the terrorists over here, and they'd fucking pop up over there, and then you gotta go over there, and then you gotta go over there, and then they did the same thing, and the CIA went in there, and then the Soviets at the time were like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here too, like, this is gonna be a problem if you guys do what we did. And America's like, we're better, man. We can probably figure this out,
what
dude.
you did. We're gonna follow it in your steps.
We can... What's that? We can have our defense industry bumped up from this? Okay. Okay.
Can get our defense budgets increased.
Jesus. You ever done DMT?
No.
Oh.
I actually have some at my house.
Ooh. Theoretically, of course.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yes, we read about this.
Herbs and stuff.
Are you theoretically looking to go on an adventure sometime?
Yeah. I mean, that's the intention, yeah. In due time.
Ship me up.
I feel like I just like, it's something you just got to do. It's like you can't dwell on it too long.
No, and make sure you're with people who make you comfortable. Shouldn't be alone the first time, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I was with one of my friends in Grand Forks, and I literally, this is how stupid innocent I was when I got to college. They were like, I've smoked weed before in high school once or twice, and then I got to college, and they're like, yeah, do you want to smoke? And I'm like, sure. Like, I've never, whatever. And they're like, yeah, I'm like, what is this? And they're like, it's called DMT. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That sounds horrible.
I'm just like, this is a different strain of weed. This is weird. Like, I'm so stupid.
It's a DMT kush.
And before you know it, I'm talking to God. And fucking Jesus Christ himself appears in the fucking triangular shape that is whatever it was in front of me.
Perfect geometric.
So, yeah, it was, it's probably the way that I best describe it is like, because people say, "Oh, it's a trip, dude. You're just tripping." I don't think so. I think it's kind of like,
No, that's an experience.
I think you're like, because you know when we look at the light spectrum, how we can only see like that much of like the fucking spectrum.
Yeah.
We know the spectrum's all the way there. We just can't see it, but we know it's there. So why are humans so like, well, there's no way this is doing it? It's like, dude, I have seen some shit.
I've heard some insane
If
stories.
an alien ship came into the world and just landed right over there, wouldn't be shit compared to the things I've seen. Wouldn't be. That would be like, oh, hey, what's going on, Gary? Like, oh, you're back from Jupiter. That's cool. How'd it go? Like, it would be. It's nothing.
This chick I talked to like a few years ago was telling me her DMT trip, and it was like, you blast off like almost immediately. And she said, yeah, she was flying through the fractal patterns, but like she could see. It was like a tunnel though at the end of this.
Dude,
tunnel.
it's like the fabric of the world.
Just that's how people usually describe it. But she said she saw like a.
It's 15 minutes, but it feels like 20 hours. It feels like you're just. It was. I mean, it teaches you a lot of shit too. Like you learn a lot about yourself. You learn like, it humbled the fuck out of me. It makes you really realize like, oh, there's a lot more to this, isn't there? This is nothing. So you're just kind of on the weed train. You're like, I just kind of like, that's me, just on the weed.
Yeah,
boat.
I used to smoke a lot. I cut back a lot though. Just whatever I whacked my head about a year ago too, and it just like it's been different.
Really?
Since. Yeah.
Did you hit your head on?
I was snowboarding actually. It was like my first time downhill snowboarding, like at an actual. Like,
Jesus, did you hit like a tree?
No, dude. I was just like, I don't know how to like carve and shit, so I was just like bombing down this fucking hill. I did it a few times without falling, and then this fell a couple times. This last time, though, I fucking reamed my head. I don't feel like I got a concussion, but it was like...
Dude, you can get them real easy.
Dazed, yeah.
You can get them, I mean...
but ever since, every time I smoke weed now, it's just like...
It's just different.
It just hits me so fucking hard, and like, I can't do dabs anymore.
Really?
Well, I just did a dab like last week, and I was fucking floored. Like, I felt like I was tripping.
I get like a very distinctively different high between the flower, the wax, and like...
Oh, yeah.
Especially
now.
I read a lot about like everyone was like super into ban these cartridges, so I was like, no, I want to figure this out. So you look into it, and actually the cartridges are a different type of THC, and that's why it feels so different.
Yeah,
so like,
because it's already been heated, and
it's a heavier molecule now.
Yeah,
so
it's already active.
So yeah, isn't it? But it's weird how it works with your receptors. So like, you can take a dab and feel that, but if you hit the pen, that THC molecule weighs more and is more reactive than the one that you take from a dab, and it's different enough that it can replace that, and your pen's gonna override anything else that you do.
So if you're like going up here, it can just kind of
keep you here. Yep.
Keep you
so
on,
if
like,
you're used to this mellow area on that pen, if you're like way up here, it'll just send you. It basically mimics what Narcan would do.
Okay.
That's how Narcan saves you.
Science to it. It's kind of like people like they take a dab and then I need to like calm down. I need to hit this weed or something.
Dude,
level it up. I used to do that too.
I take dabs to calm down.
Yeah. There was a point where I was like taking a fat ass dab right when I woke up, go to work, totally fine, like do my sales pitch, all that shit, and just like flow through my fucking day. But now it's like, dude, I can't do it.
That's what I do every day of the week. It's always survive. I'm actually out of wax right now. I gotta hit up our dude.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up. I almost just fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
he would have been
like,
so mad.
How did you guys even meet?
I met him through one of the other upcoming guests on our show here. I'll tell you about him after. I don't want to say his name out loud. But yeah, I met him. I came over one night because I worked with this guy, and he was like, "Hey, dude," because I didn't know anyone yet, and he was like my first actual friend other than who I moved in with, and he was like, "Well, I'm going to meet up with some guys if you want to come with." And I'm like, "Sure." So we hopped in, and then everyone in the house was just getting baked, and I was like, I found my friends. I found some friends. So yeah, that's how I met everyone actually, and that's I think it was.
Yeah, was I there that first time?
No, you weren't there. It was just AJ and Bubba were there.
Okay, Connor was probably there.
I don't know who all was there at the house that night.
There's always a bunch of people.
There was a bunch of dudes. It was a lot of fun though. I had a good time. I was like about a month into this, and I was like, oh, the others are here. Okay, I'm not
Into living here? Or
into living here.
Okay.
Because I moved here in June, and first of all, it's a way different culture here than my prior city.
Yeah, where was that?
Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that place is also a barren wasteland.
I loved
the flatlands.
I loved the people there. To be like,
yeah, they're nice.
The thing
nice
with
people.
Grand Forks
Depends
is
on where
that
you're at.
yeah, well, the thing with it is that there's not a whole lot to do there other than just fucking nothing.
Work.
There's just nothing.
Work and you go home.
I mean,
go to the bar.
one of the biggest things about Grand Forks was there is such a alcohol problem there that they do not want to admit. Dude,
it's like Wisconsin.
Wisconsin that's where I'm from, and it's bad.
Oh, dude.
It's bad, and nobody wants to talk about it. Everyone wants to just act like everyone just wants to. Well, this is just what we do. Dude, I don't. The weirdest thing is there's so many parents that I've met in Grand Forks who are perfectly content with their high school kid just being trashed. Oh, you know how kids are. No, I do, and it's not like this.
Again, yeah, that's very much like Wisconsin.
It's not like this.
You can bring your kids to the bar. They
yeah,
can
you
drink
can.
with you.
Yep.
If you're
in
there.
fact, when I was deer hunting growing up, the place to register your deer were the bar, and you got a beer when you would register your deer. And so I was like 11 years old and got my first beer from a bar for shooting my first deer. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a madhouse.
It's a little different. It's a little different over there.
Yeah,
I went to a
restaurant
everyone's shocked when their families are falling apart. How can this have happened?
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's like that's the key. Like every detrimental situation, in my family at least, there you go. Just drink themselves into it. How could this happen? It's like, okay, use your head for 14 seconds and try to look into the situation. What could be going on here?
Yeah, that's just something that's kind of looked past, you know.
Yeah, people don't like talking about it.
It's the silent killer.
Well, it's
people
like
and families.
Again, people are polar, so like they think you're like, oh, be moderate with alcohol. Oh, you don't think anyone should drink? Prohibitionist? Like, no, I don't think that. But I don't think you should just be popping back a fucking bottle of Jack every night either. Jesus. Yeah. You know, like how many people do you know that have to drink before they go to bed at night?
A few.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I've smoked before I go to bed sometimes, but it's not like I need to.
No.
And most nights I actually don't anymore.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's like a waste. You know,
it's like I'm not going to feel this. Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't need to do this right now.
And it like nullifies your dreams too. Like it's
you don't remember anything.
No,
don't remember anything.
But anyway, I was going to say one time I went to a bar restaurant in Wisconsin one time. It's like me and all my buddies. One of them was like 20, you know, so he couldn't drink, and like we didn't like know that. You know, we were just going there to get food. And the waitress comes up and like, oh, just let me see your IDs. Well, I was like, oh, he's only 20. It's, yeah, we're just getting food, whatever. It's like, well, you guys can't be in here then.
Really?
Literally sitting right behind us, there's like a family.
Yeah, with
like
kids.
a fuck ton of kids. They're having like a birthday party or some shit at a bar.
If you would have had someone over 21 there, you could have been there.
Yeah, no, I was 21. But like, it has to be your parent.
Oh,
or something
Jesus.
weird. Like, yeah, it's some weird shit like that. It's
whoever you are in Wisconsin, listening to the law that closely, you fucked up.
Yeah.
How many times have I just?
Thin lines there.
There's the more rural you get, it's like there's a place where it was almost like that was just the grocery store / restaurant / bar / everything. So like everyone just went there. Dude, you would see 10-year-olds just
goods and provisions.
Yeah. Here, go down and get some chicken tenders from the bar, and then there's up at the bar eating chicken tenders with ketchup and shit. Like it's just no big deal. If you make it not a big deal, it's like when drugs are illegal. Now everyone wants to do it.
Yeah,
it's human nature. You make it illegal, it's the first thing they're gonna want.
There's something about Wisconsin too that just kind of
it's a different
makes
area.
You want to drink. Like Dalton's been on here. Probably talked about it. There's something about Wisconsin. Like as soon as you cross that fucking line, dude,
you just want to get drunk.
You just. I want a beer or something.
Damn, dude, something about this area. Yeah,
it's in the air and the water.
Yeah, it's very Jesus. It's like wildernessy. It really is. I like it.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah, I love driving to my buddy's house. It's like super hilly and curvy roads and shit. It's just like pretty to look at. But
one of my favorite things to do is just sit in the woods with a joint, and just fucking get
climb up one
blasted
of those hills,
watching the squirrels run around and shit.
I think it's around like the Eau Claire area or whatever. It's like. Yeah, just super hilly and awesome.
My brother used to go to school in La Crosse. You know where that is?
Like
southern area. There's fucking bluffs out there that
went to a biker club in La Crosse once. Kitties.
Thunder. Please stop that. My cats. Everyone on my podcast knows that my cats are constantly interrupting this fucking show. Like
They just want pets.
Well, if I had her in here, she'd be doing that to go out. But then I keep her out there, and then, well, I just want the door open all the time. Actually, it's like no. Jesus. Well, what about? Well, okay. Well, what was I gonna? I wrote this one down. Good thing I wrote it down so I can remember it. Oh, dude, where have you ever been traveling? You travel a lot at all, or not really?
Oh, not a whole lot. I mean, I've been to Colorado twice. Flew there once, drove there another time. Drove there the first time.
What's better?
I mean, I want to say the drive, but fuck, dude, Nebraska is so boring.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Dude, it's literally just like the longest stretch of road ever.
It's one road with corn on the left and right sides.
Yeah.
It's not all Nebraska's not like that, bro. Yeah, it is all like that. It is all like that.
Sorry, Nebraska.
In Nebraska, I'm gonna tell you right now,
it'd be like that sometimes.
It is, and like there's people from Nebraska who listen to this. It's not fucking like that. It's not like that, bro. Dude, go 5 miles any direction. Try not to run into corn. Do your best. You can't do it, can you?
It's a lot like Iowa.
Yeah,
but it's
and that's okay.
Yeah, I know.
We need our corn too.
And then there's just like this stretch of road. I can't remember the fucking highway, but it's like a stretch of road that just like 20, 30 minutes before you hit Colorado or like Denver. It's in Colorado. Sorry, it's not Nebraska, but dude, it's just like it just smells like cow shit everywhere over there. It's just a bunch of fucking factory farms. Like,
yeah, that's kind of. You been to the eastern side of Wisconsin?
No, I've driven over there like once.
Yeah, it's pretty much all cow shit. That's what it smells like.
Yeah,
my hometown area. Just you get that fresh, just a quick whiff. Everyone listening is gonna know exactly what I fucking mean.
Just that raw. Fucking
Speaking of my hometown, dude, we just had another. It's terrible. We had another kid overdose last night.
Really?
From my hometown.
That sucks.
Dude, the people from my hometown area are just dying off like fast. If you are back in the Menasha area, dude. I get heat for this all the time. Oh, you fucking shouldn't talk shit, dude. Fucking shouldn't talk shit. Notice how I never came back, guys? It's good shit out in the world. You guys don't need to stay there. You don't. It's a concrete area that's constantly cloudy. Traffic fucking sucks. The people plowing the roads don't do it. It's just not a very, like, everyone's pissed all the time. Just get the fuck out of there,
I mean,
dude.
that's how those small town kind of things are, too.
Get the fuck out of there.
Like, and with addiction and shit, it's like you're stuck in this place. Like, you probably grew up there.
Yep.
It's like, I'm never going to get out of this place.
It's a lot of it.
You fall down this one fucking hill, and then
just kind of accept that this is your life. This is what I do now. I don't make that much money, and this is my job, and I'm just going to do that. And my family smokes, so now I'm going to smoke cigarettes too.
Nowhere to work. I mean, that's how I was, like, up north. Like, I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere. We didn't have a lot of money. There was a long point of time in my high school life where I was just like, dude, I'm never gonna get the fuck out of here.
I'm fucked.
I have no money, and I will not work at McDonald's.
Yeah,
like, that was like
that feeling of I'm fucked is terrible.
Yeah,
dude. When I moved to North Dakota, I moved there with $20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. By the time I got to North Dakota,
how long did you live in your car?
I moved into a dorm right away.
Oh, damn,
yeah.
Okay.
So, but like I rolled in on fucking E. Like, I barely made it. And then I was like, all right, I gotta find a job now. Like, just...
Like, now.
Well, that's what... It's... You know, I mean, so I just posted some of my shit on eBay or Craigslist and just made it by. Went to BioLife. I mean, you can get by. If you really want to do it, you can do it. It's just a lot of people are afraid to take that step. Yeah. And just fucking go do it. It's like, what are you gonna...
That's what it takes, too.
Well, it's like, how old are we?
Everything
like, shit, we're only in our 20s. Like, how much of the shit do we have right now that you think is gonna be there with you, like, in 10 years?
Depends on how good you are at letting things go.
I guess just not very. To be honest, it's not going to be very much of the shit, you know. So everyone's so afraid of. Oh, I want to get rid of this. This is mine, and this is my stuff. I got all this stuff, dude. Look at my stuff. And then
they're need to rid of some shit.
Well, you can. I mean, shit. It feels good. You get like, oh fuck, I got all this money now too.
Yeah.
Thunder, you need to cut it out. A cat.
Bad kitty.
She knows she can't do it. That's why she's doing it. To get my attention. Look at, I'm scratching the carpet. I'm scratching the carpet. You don't like that. Do you have any cats of your own?
We just have the
pistachio, right? Pistachio?
Stash, yeah. I call him Stash.
Little black kitty with little white parts on him.
Yeah, little white paws.
He's cute.
And he's a cute cat.
He's very,
cute. Very vocal.
Is he?
Yeah.
I've never heard him.
Dude, I mean, it's mostly for my girlfriend and me. Like, if we get home or whatever, he just, like, fucking just, like, Velcro.
This one doesn't. Thunder is... Her voice got all fucked up. She had, like, one of those... She's, like, got rescued from some cage or whatever the fuck. But her last owner had a slipknot rope around her neck, and that was her collar. So, like, when I got her...
Choked her the fuck out all the time.
One of her... Yeah, she was choked out when I got her. Her left eye was... she couldn't see very well. I have pictures. It was, like, all fuzzy, and, like her right eye would be dilated, and her left eye would still be a little dot. And it was, like, almost foggy. And I was like, I thought... Yeah, it's from getting hit and fucking the thing around her neck and shit. Yeah. And so her voice doesn't work. Thunder's voice doesn't work. She can only, like, squeak. She can't actually make sound. Yeah. And so... she's the fucking yapper. That bitch screams.
Oh, that goddamn bitch.
Oh, she screams. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what was the other thing? Oh, dude, your tattoos I wanted to talk about. I want to get all your tattoos out of the way. So, what is... I don't have any tattoos.
Clean boy.
I'm clean. I have
virgin skin.
It's not... And I want one. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what to get.
Yeah, I mean...
when you get your first tattoo, what'd you do?
I mean, at the time... They were my favorite band, Slipknot, you know.
Oh, lit. Slipknot's a good band.
Oh, dude, I want fucking their logo or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's metal, it's badass, whatever. So
like everyone with
got that. Kind of regret it now. But, I mean...
No.
You know, shit like this, it's been like 10 years. I can cover this up.
Don't need to regret that.
These will all be covered.
So you got all those on your wrist, on your arm there at like 10 years ago?
Pretty much, yeah. This was like 2007, I think. I was underage. I knew some people, you know. These were done by the same guy within a year, and then I got these, like, I actually had 2 of these.
What is it?
They were wings.
Oh, I see
generic
them now.
ass.
I see them now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. This one's covered up with a snake now. My girlfriend actually did that.
Oh, your girlfriend's a tattoo artist?
Yeah, she is.
What?
Yeah, she makes way more money than I do.
Your fucking girlfriend's a tattoo artist?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I need a tattoo. Should hit her up.
Hit her up, man.
God damn, that's cool.
She doesn't like talking about it, but I mean, that's her fucking job. So.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Do your job, babe.
Dude, being an artist is fucking dope.
Yeah, she's always like, "Oh, I'm lame," whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm lame.
The fuck you
look
mean?
what I'm looking at here. You fucking
make
kidding
money
me?
off your fucking sick art. Like, how is that lame?
That is not lame. That's fucking dope. I have a friend I went to high school with. Shout out Nick Botine. This kid's fucking brilliant. First of all, kid was shredding a guitar in kindergarten.
Jesus.
Shredding. Like, he'll sit there and say, "No, man, that wasn't that good. I was just kind of..." No, dude. He was like
kindergarten.
We were like 5 years old. And I'm serious. We had like this music class, and we had this music teacher who brought in his guitar one time. He was like, "I'm going to show you how to play guitar."
And that probably just...
And, well, no, because he was playing guitar, and then Nick goes up and just starts fucking finger picking the fuck out of it. Just...
like some classical
yeah,
shit.
dude, it was crazy. And everyone's like, "Okay, who's this?" And then...
A prodigy.
So he can play the fuck out of a guitar. He can play the fuck out of drums. He's just a talented, artistic person. Tattoos, draws shit, fucking... He's just talented that way.
I did tattoos for like a year.
Oh, and fuck, I forgot, he makes music too. He's got his own music label.
Really? He's got a label?
Yeah,
That's fucking tight.
writes his own shit, fucking produces his own shit, rap. And it's actually really pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really talented kid. He's just, I mean, shit, man, like I said, he's in Menasha. It's just, it's a fucking cloudy area back there. It's tough to see the positive all the time.
Honestly, that's the kind of area where, like, certain people do grow up, like, doing really good shit like that. It's like, that's all they have, and they stick with it. And
dude, I hope he makes it. He's been grinding at this shit since we were kids.
Probably fucking deserves
Literally
it.
since we were kids. He got signed in high school oh god, I can't think of the label name right now, but he had like his first CD come out in fucking high school.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
That's next level. And
wish I did that.
At the same time, yeah, right. I'm in fucking class, like sleeping and shit.
I was just like I just got a guitar
this.
so I can like kill time and stuff and like do things. But
did you attend school pretty well when you were in school?
My attendance was immaculate. My psychology teacher told me. Went to school every day.
Really?
I fucking
very cool.
Barely ever had like a sick day at school. That's pretty much why all my teachers passed me because I was there. But yeah, school fucking sucks. No one likes that shit. I'd go there, I'd do my assignments, within the given time that I had, and it was just like, I'm done.
Yep.
I never did homework ever.
Same. If I
scraped by with D's and C's, had an A in art class. But
shout out art class.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks, Miss Carlson.
I had to the point where and eventually this became a fucking. But when I was like a freshman, sophomore, I missed so much. I just didn't go. I just fucked that. I just didn't want to go. Like, if I woke up even 3 minutes late past my alarm, I would just roll over, not call her a fucking day. Fuck it. I just, from day one of, like, realizing that I was in school, I can vividly remember going to middle school, like, hitting 6th grade, and, like, looking down the hall and being like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm only halfway through. Like, I remember as a 6th grader, everyone else around me was excited to finally be in middle school, and I was just like, dude, are you shitting me? We're still in this? Like, this is still happening? And so, like, since I can remember, I have never been into fucking... I hated it. Hated. I go to school, and there was this teacher, Mrs. Hertz, in 6th grade, who loved Bon Jovi, but fucking hated me, dude.
Dude, fuck Bon Jovi.
I brought a fucking... There was one time, one of my friends brought apple cider to class inside of his water bottle, and she fucking flipped. You only bring fucking water into this class. You do not bring apple cider. You know it's against the rules. I'm so angry with it. It's like, okay, shit. I didn't know that this would help me with my vocabulary.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
It's like,
dude, if I want to like snack on something, like.
But that's why I didn't like school, and it wasn't even school. It was the teachers and like the authoritarian. You will do what I tell you to do. It's like, I'm here to learn, not to do what you tell me, bitch. So I just didn't do homework. I would go get fucking good grades on tests and shit, and then they'd be like, hey, here's your homework. I was like, no. I've spent the entire day here.
In class.
I spent the whole day here. Now you want me to take this home now? Now I have to bring school with me to my time away from... Fuck you.
Yeah, normal schools like that, there's just... They got to be doing something better. I don't know. Like these private schools, they don't go to school until like 9 o'clock.
Dude, my little siblings go to a Montessori school, and it's fucking dope. You can make fun of them all you want. Not you, but like whoever. Fucking Montessori schools are dope.
Not me. I won't make fun of them.
They go to the goddamn like their math classes out in the woods, and they're like, yeah, like they go for nature walks and they go hunt butterflies, and cool. They'll bring the butterflies back to class, and as they're flying around, they'll be like, no, why are they flying like this? How does this work? Well, this is how the flying works, and they'll like teach you the lessons that you already would have learned in science and math and geology and biology. They teach it to you all in like one setting through an example of a butterfly flying. Well, that's why they're excelling.
Yeah.
And
those kids are smart as hell.
They're not actually. They're really not that bad.
I only worked with like one dude that was in like a private school, and he's like, he's fucking smart, dude.
But
he's socially, he's like,
so they're not in a private school.
Knows.
This is a public Montessori school, so it is a publicly funded school. It's coming up, and the school is like competitive. If it didn't work, there wouldn't be like a fucking 3-year line to get in the door. I remember like the fucking stress in our house when my parents sent the application in for the kids to go there, and like one of them got in but one of them didn't. Absolutely, one of them got in and one of them didn't, and it was like one of these like no, like I don't, we have to get them in. They both need
to be in. So do you have to take like some sort of test before you get in there? They just look at your family background?
I don't exactly remember. I'm trying to think of how it all went down, but I know that, first of all, my older brother Austin, I have a shitload of siblings. My older brother, he lives in Nashville now, and he's like a fucking pharmaceutical person. He knows like all these drugs and whatever else. And then
like chemistry or something like that.
Dude, I don't even know the shit he knows. It's fucking, he knows more shit than I know exists. Like, that's how much he knows shit. Can't catch a football, throw a ball at him, hit him square in the fucking face. Will not catch that. Can't swing a bat. I remember one time he like joined baseball when we were kids for like half of a game, and then like quit after he had to like do his first like at bat at the inning. He like had a ball thrown at him and it like hit him. And, fuck this, I'm done. Like, nope. He was just fuck baseball. I'm not doing this shit. And then my younger brother Jordan's in fucking Reno, Nevada doing psychology and got like a master's in that, and he's whatever, does that shit. And then I don't mean to say it like whatever does that shit, but yeah, he's in Reno where it's really warm. And then Jackson is the oldest of the younger siblings. The kid is like, again, draws anything. anything. He drew a picture of my dog one time, and it looked like my dog, like exactly, like shading.
Photographic.
Yeah, like it was good. And then Brady's a fucking brute. The kid's fucking just turned 14, and he's 6'1".
Damn.
Like 200, fucking giant. I can't fuck with him anymore.
Little bro beat you up.
Do you have any siblings that you can't fuck with anymore?
No.
Oh, man, it's a bummer.
I outgrew my older brother. We fought once.
So there you go. Your older brother's like, fuck. Like, Jesus. Yeah. And then, but Jetson, he's the youngest of the boys. He's just a little squirt, so he's my little guy. He doesn't hurt. He knows he can't beat anyone up, so he'll play the psychological game with you. That's his weapon. He can't hit you, so he'll just make you feel bad.
Yeah.
And then there's the sisters. Yeah, Caden and Kensley are the two girls. They're adorable. Do you have any siblings? What do you got?
Yeah, I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. I only really talk to like
all
2
older.
Of them, all 3 of my sisters are younger.
Oh, okay.
All 3 brothers are older. I'm like right.
You're the splitter.
Yeah, but they're kind of mixed up. Like my dad and my mom both had a son.
Okay.
Before they got
so it's
together,
a blended family.
I know. They're kind of older.
That's cool.
I've never met my oldest brother. He was put up for adoption. He lives in like Washington or something like that.
Okay.
Probably never meet him. Hasn't really affected me.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I've thought about it, but it's not like, oh, dude, I'll
never know how life goes down the road either.
Yeah, probably fucking run into him at a bar in
That's
Washington.
how that shit goes sometimes, man. Fucking craziest story. Like similar to that, in high school, I remember there was a friend of ours that we were joking with. We were like, dude, because he had the perfect family. To the point where it was suspicious that he had the perfect family.
It's like, are you guys from the CIA?
That's what that's what. And his dad was shredded ripped, and his dad would be doing push-ups when we'd hang out at the house. He kept saying he was fucking like I don't buy it to this day. I'm pretty sure he was doing some shit, but either way,
secret agent.
Yeah, his dad would die if he heard me saying this shit, because I used to think I was like, dude, you're a fucking agent. Get out of here. Like, you coach my football team.
You know James Bond.
How do you have time to coach my football team, make all this money at your... Just get out of here. You're a CIA guy. I know it. I know what you're doing.
It's a setup.
Either way, he's like... fuck, where was I going with this?
Friend's dad. Secret operative.
I know, but there was something else suspicious. We were talking about. Oh, yeah, brothers and that shit. We always thought, because we were like, God, dude, you probably got like some brother you never fucking met somewhere. Because he had like, it was mom, dad, older brother, younger sister, and the golden retriever. It was like the fucking, yeah, in the suburban.
They have a white picket fence too.
Dude, they not only did they had the standard double-sided, like the garage attached to the house, and it's the 2-story house. It's just the standard suburban, I live in this area with my, like, you know what I'm talking about? So it was picture perfect American dream family. And then, like, our senior year, someone's dad must have slipped when he was drunk, because one of the kids in our school found out that he actually did have an illegitimate brother that he never knew about. And here's how that went down. We're in geometry, and this kid turns around and he's like, "Hey, Trev, didn't your dad's first wife have something like that?" And he's like, "My dad's first wife is my mom." Like, what are you talking? He's like, no. Before your mom, your dad had a wife and she had a kid or something. Like, that's how he found out by some fucking random kid. Yeah, apparently his dad and this other guy's dad were cool back in the day. But it's like, can you imagine if that's
your dad dated my mom?
Because here's how I found out. Because I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. He doesn't have another brother. Like, look at him. We've been trying to find dirt on him forever to try to figure out if his dad's in the CIA. Like, he doesn't have fucking. And then, like, that night, I'm like, "Hey, dude, how's your older brother?" And he's like, "Dude, you're not going to believe this shit. I legitimately do have an older..." I'm like, oh my God. I cannot believe it. So, yeah, even like the most picture-perfect families have some dark secrets, man.
That's usually how it goes.
Generally, the more better-looking... Dude, every time you see one of those families that looks great, it's because they're hiding shit. Mm-hmm. Come on.
You know he beats his wife all the time.
He does not. Dude, his mom's a fucking saint, and I'm pretty sure she could kick his ass because she's also pretty ripped. She's shredded, too. Yeah, I used to have a girlfriend one time who I used to, like, tell people at parties. I'd just be like, "Dude, hey, man, you don't want me to get my girlfriend in here, dude. She will straight fuck you up. Like, you do not want this."
She'll fuck you up? She'll fuck me up.
Like, well, it's like, when girls or guys fuck with girls, like, "I will get my boyfriend." It was totally roles reversed for me. I was just like, "Yeah, I will get her in here, and she will fuck you up." Like bitch has got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I don't even fuck with it, all right? Yeah. Like, she wins arguments because she will fuck me up. She'll fucking crescent kick me in the throat. I don't know what a crescent kick is, but I'm guessing it hurts.
Something. Can you bake it?
You can probably bake it. All right, man. Well, we're going just about on 2 hours here, and I know, or
Damn.
1 hour. Sorry, 1 hour.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
I know you got your time limit, so I didn't want to go any further. So, anything else you want to say before we head off the air?
No, I think we covered some fucking topics, that's for sure. Yeah.
Just
jumping around a bit.
It's so fun, dude. I love doing this shit. The more I jump around and fuck around, the more people are like, hey, that was hilarious. If I try to like keep a structure, people are like, hey man, that wasn't as fun.
You don't want a whole episode on something, like it'll get boring.
If I ever get like that CIA guy in here, I'm sure it will be just about like shit he can talk about. And I'm sure that camera won't be able to run either if he's in here. I'm sure he'll want to just get his voice.
Only, yeah.
I'll probably have to
get one of those little
vocoders.
You know?
I've got one.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So I can
little pitch shift here.
Dude, he's just it's one of those things
those
where like dude, I felt like I was in a fucking cuz like I don't even call him. I meet and talk to him in person cuz like
you have like set times
like he has like a God, I don't want to say too much, but like he has like a firm on the side, a security firm that he runs with some friends of his in a way, sort of. I say it and everyone's like, you can't run a security firm if you're the fucking government. I know that. I don't want to say too much, but like he's just good shit, and he doesn't want to get his life fucked over because of coming on a podcast. You know, like he doesn't. He's been in the industry in the security world for like 20 fucking years. He's not trying to ruin that because
how old is he? Is he like
he's about 50.
Damn. Okay.
I say about 50, but I'm plus or minus 15 years on either side.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you more after the podcast about this guy.
Age you more.
Dude, oh man, that guy's got some gray hair these days. And the only reason I met him, first of all, the job title that I met him under was not CIA. It was like roofing contractor, so that's cool. But I met him because a friend of mine knew him. And I kind of like went over to this person's house while he was also there, and he's like, "Yeah, do you know he's in, like one of this other guys in the house slipped and told me who he was because that's just what happens. People
just comes out.
People can't shut their yaps. They just can't. So like they just can't. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
I have some questions.
And I did, and I just walked up and like, so are you in the CIA? And the guy's like, who talked? Yeah, obviously he didn't care too much, but yeah, it was more of a joke than anything. But I hope I can get him on. It'd be dope. It'd be dope.
I would be down to listen to that.
Even I'm working on. I sent an email like a thing to the FBI to try to get like just even if it's their PR guy, I don't care. Just I want to hear stories. Yeah. I want to hear some fucking stories. I have a lawyer.
I'm sure you
coming
can just
on.
like look up a list of people that like used to work there.
One of my friends, and he's like one of the best lawyers in like the Midwest. He's coming on here in a couple 2-3 weeks now, I want to say, and he has told me some of the funniest stories. He just had when he was a public defense lawyer, he had to like defend people who like beat the fuck out of someone with a hammer. And then tried to like hide the body in a couch, and then move the couch, and like try to sell the couch to someone with a body. It's like this, like just one of the funniest fucking like what
the dumbest,
stupidest
shit.
way to try to hide as if they're not gonna get the couch in like a month and be like, does that smell like? You fucking smell
like
that?
3 days.
Yeah, like what is that?
Rotten feet.
Smells like dead body in here. Do you smell that, hun? It smells like a rotten corpse. Anyway, all right, I was just yapping again. Anyway, thanks again, man. We'll see you next time.
Of course. Take it easy.